What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, what's on the Market Watch today? On today's Market Watch, we're going to talk about a little bit of a phrase along with almost every card on here. You know, if you're ever with a ratchet chick, she'll tell you to crap or get off the pot. And in this Market Watch, we're going to be doing that with decks, with cards that belong in decks, that belong in deck courts, that belong in meta decks. And what are they doing? I mean, think about it. We have a tier 1 slot for tier 1 meta decks. We have a tier 1.5 slot. And then we have a tier 2 slot. So once again, crap will get up the plot to almost all these decks I'm going to mention in this video today, except Magician Souls. Before I begin, guys, what deck are you playing moving forward in this new ban list, new meta, new Yu-Gi-Oh era with all these cards coming out of Eternity Code? What is your current deck? And for me, I have a lot of decks, and it's just hard to choose. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. All right. So looking at Magician Souls, this card went from like $90 to $100, to $120, and now it's back down to around $90. Magician Souls coming out Legendary Duelist Magical Hero with an $89 market price is roughly around $89. Now if you want a first edition version of the card, you'll see that bad boy still be roughly around $95, but once again, nowhere near down the $120 price point this card was once had. I gotta say, if this card does not get a reprint, though, it will definitely go back up to $120. We know this. This is a fact. Real quickly, guys, I want to mention, the mic works now. I changed up my streaming thing, so, yeah, I still got some work to do my streaming stuff when I have the available time, but the mic works a little bit better now. Hopefully, I'll get my new mic in soon. Okay, next, Necros players. Crap will get off the pot. Like, literally, all I hear every regional, or every banless season, every regional season, Necros players go, V, am I ready? I don't know. Are you ready? I know one thing. The prices on your cards, they're ready. Ultimate Rare Necros of Sophia coming out of Cross Souls with an $8 market price, currently at $14. You want a first edition version? No big deal. It's $17 for this card. And this isn't unique to Necros cards. I mean, maybe the Ultra Rares, I guess. They might have calmed down from their mini spike. But the other Secret Necros cards, like Secret Brionic, with a $42 market price, that bad boys, I mean, you got one over here from a newly launched guy. Be careful with that. Danger. But for the most part, it's $63 to $65 for an unlimited copy of Secret Necros of Brionic. First editions are running you roughly around $78. Necros players, why are you asking this amount of money for your deck? It's not doing anything. I mean, look at Necros Trishula with an $18 market price. You wish you could get it at that point anymore. It's currently roughly around $35. If you want a first edition version of Necros of Trishula, it's going to run you $55. Why? I would love to know. And this is my question to every one of you kind of plays out there. If you are playing Necros, you got to ask this question to yourself. Can you fight the meta? Because if you can't, why are you holding this kind of value? Wouldn't you be more happy going something that be more meta relevant, like maybe Animancipators or Eldritch? Or are you just going, no, V, you're not understanding. I'm going to fight the entire meta this whole year. Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, this deck is gorgeous, max rarity. Next, guys, Traptrix Raffasilia. And can we just finally all universally say to the very few Traptrix players that exist, why? Like, what are you doing? Oh, well, you see, we can stop the Biru. Sure, you're Traptrix. Nobody cares. Can you stop Lightning Storm? Traptrix players, what are you doing? Why is these cards going up so high in value? Is there a tier 1 Traptrix deck coming out of the gate soon? Are you getting ready for that? Let me know in the comment section down below. But looking at Traptrix Raffasilia, the Megaton version, that 2016 Mega Pack, with a $9 price point, it's roughly around $19. Now, if you want the original Prince Secret Red Traptrix Raffasilia coming out of Breakers of Shadows with a $9 market price, that's also roughly around $19 to almost $20 for Traptrix Raffasilia. So what's going on here? I mean, obviously Yu-Gi-Oh players are getting excited to go back and use Traptrix. It is a decent deck, I guess. 1.5, I guess we could say at best. But can it fight tier 1 consistently? And I don't think it can. I don't know if it can, to be honest with you. Next, Isold. Now, here's where it gets kind of weird because I hate the Normal Knight push that Konami has always been doing. They do it with certain cores, and one core specifically is Normal Knight. If you've been playing the game long enough, you realize that a Normal Knight push did nothing. I mean, they really saw a Normal Knight playmat, Normal Knight mousepad. Italy had their own gorgeous Normal Knight playmat. But for the most part, Noble Knights didn't really do anything unless you're in Nebraska, where like a random Noble Knight kid could win the tournament because it's goddamn Nebraska. They have like 4 main regions and they get prices for top 8. It just makes 0 sense in Nebraska. Nothing makes sense. You want a free regional invite? If you get a plane ticket to Nebraska, you just go there for the day, get a quick invite. You'll be done by like, I don't know, 11 a.m. And then you just go home and then, you know, play. You get your locals. And then when asks how's your day, you good. I went to Nebraska and destroyed them with pure Noble Knights because you know what? It was Nebraska. And then we want to go about it round by rounds, no big deal. Round 1, you play Kill Audience. Round 2, the kid's mom had to pick him up. Round 3, you play the kid, but he didn't realize the fact that you can use band cards in your deck, free win. And then round 4, you played another kid who was playing Noble Knights. Why was he playing Noble Knights? Because it's Nebraska. Of course he was. Going back to Noble Knights, and I sold 2 Tales of Noble Knights. I gotta say, this is a good card though. And this is one of those things where like the card is really good and not the deck it was meant to be in. Like we saw this already, like Electro Knight, you know, Heavy Metal Foes Electro Knight. That card's really good in not Heavy Metal Foes. Or I should really say, it's decent in Heavy Metal Foes, just are really good in regular pendulums that are not Heavy Metal Foes. Anyway, looking at ISO 2 Table of Noble Knights, obviously the super rate's going up. It's hitting roughly around, actually it's about $3 market price. It's about that, $3. Which isn't bad for super rares, roughly around $1. ISO Ultra Rares though, okay, with a $9 market price, that bad boy's just about bought out. Currently, you see one over here about $15. That's where it's roughly hovering. Bottom of the page is around $22 for this card. Now, we also have Garden Rose Maiden, and if you saw my video earlier today, I showed you my water deck profile. It was really a Crystal Needle Fiber featuring what water can do to get Crystal Needle Fiber out to abuse the meta. And this is the thing. Oh, by the way, real quickly, but ISO, it's going to be with the new Noble Knight cards. They're going to be really broken, and I don't really know a way to really consistently see that deck do anything until it gets its new support in the next set. And by that time that happens, coming my band, anyway. Look at Garden Rose Maiden coming out with the new war support. I mean, with the new being abused by a new war support. Water is a deck that's definitely catching a lot of players off guard. Because yes, you know, Nibiru is definitely a tough card, but Water has found a way to get the answer for that. You just get taking Nibiru out your opponent's hand to end the turn. You grab that card and you go to put that card in timeout mode by the end of the turn. And Water's done a phenomenal job at that with the new Sea Monster, I forgot the name of the card, but even I played deck, in Eternity Code. You just snipe that bad boy at your opponent's hand. You're getting full hand knowledge, which in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty amazing, being the fact that cards had to been errated, or the game rules had to be errated, so you basically had to play Guess Who with your opponent. But with this new card in Water, you just go, let me see your hand. Your opponent's like, oh, you have to guess. Like, that's cute. That card says, let me see your entire hand. I'm going to get what I want to get out of it, because you can't play it for the end of the turn. And later on at the end of the turn, I'll give it back to you after I just create an insanely huge board knowing you can't do nothing about it. Water. So here's the question. Will it be a meta deck? Will it crap or get off the pot? I don't know, to be honest with you. I have zero idea. I think Water, and it has always maintained a great game 1, a turn 1, going first. Is it good at going second? No, not really. I mean, it relies on those hand traps heavily. And the opponent goes full combo, Water pretty much scoops. So even though I like Water a lot, realistically speaking, I don't know if it can fight going second. Unless you add things in like Lightning Storms and Permanence, maybe even the Nibiru. But at that point, you're taking away from consistency, and you want to be consistent in killing your opponent. So it's a weird kind of duality with Water. Up next, Cross Sheep. And we can say a lot of things. Thunder Dragon, Shadow Invokes. But basically, those decks that use Cross Sheep. And here's the question. Shadow Invoke was tier 1 not too long ago. Remember, it won a UDS. This wasn't a terrible deck, Shadow Invoked. It runs 3 Super Optimization. Thunder Dragons, well, real quickly with Thunder Dragons, the minute they get 1 Colossus, everyone's going to get screwed. I know there's going to be a guy in my comments going, wait a minute, V. No, you don't understand. If we have Thunder Dragon Colossus with Arch Nemesis, everyone will play Arch Nemesis. No one's going to play Arch Nemesis. Shut up, okay? Go back to Nebraska. You're missing it in your table for your round 4 feature match. Stop it, okay? No one's playing everyone's not gonna splash Arch Nemesis into everything. Really? Everyone Arch Nemesis? And rocks to get a splash Arch Nemesis to get a Colossus? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, go looking back at Cross Sheep. And thank God, I just gotta say, thank you, Konami. Thank the Egyptians gods. This was a reprint OTS 13. That would have made that OTS good. Dodged a big one on that one, Konami. Look at that Cross Sheep. I do think this is a very good card. I think the card with a $6, almost near $7 market price is still handling like that with shipping included. The card's still a phenomenal card, but once again, we don't have a good deck that can abuse this card yet. I'm not saying Shadows aren't a good deck or Thunder Dragons aren't a good deck. They're just decks that are missing one key element to make them good. I don't know what that is, by the way, but I feel like Thunder Dragons and Shadow Invoked, they're not far away from 1 or 2 cards to becoming tier 1 back on the meta again. The second someone says that's not true is the second they lose to those decks. It's that simple. The second they go, let me read that Winter card. Yeah, you're going to want to read that. Or the second your opponent playing against Thunder Dragons goes, wait, Colossus is what again? And then they have to read the new Thunder Dragon card, which is insane. Respect these cards. They will come at you. Silent Anger, it's for Planet Patrol. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm actually working on Planet Patrol right now. I'll probably have a deck profile once I'm fully confident in the deck. And I'll have it coming out on this channel. I don't know much about it. I'm going to be honest with you. I bought the cards. They're in the deck box. Actually, they're right over here. I have zero idea about it. If you ask me right now, V, what does Planet Patrol do? I'll go, I don't know, but they're in here somewhere. Fully sleeved. I'll probably be working on them within the next couple of days, and I'll probably have a deck profile once I'm, once again, fully confident what the deck does and knows. I have an idea of what the deck does, but maybe I don't. Let's see. Anyway, looking at Silent Anger, which is used in Planet Patrol. If you control a water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you can't special summon a monster from your hand for the rest of the turn. What a broken effect. Imagine this was like for something like this, but for like Earth. That's really fun. Or for any other deck, maybe a deck you're working on right now. If you control and then name the element that your deck plays or attribute, yeah, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you can't do it anymore the rest of the turn. Oh man, there goes my hand summon deck. Up next, guys, Orchestra every turn. Oh, by the way, seriously, Planet Patrol, I know you're not even on the pot, but do you want to crap on the pot? Like, what's going on? Like, are you guys gonna get there? What's going on? They had like one online internet tournament top 8, and then everyone's just walking high with Planet Patrols. Like, are you kidding me, dude? At least with a bunch of these other decks I mentioned, decks were mentioned in front of me as well behind me. I'll tell you right now, at least they have tops in their name. Internet tops don't count as real tops. The minute anyone says differently, they're 100% wrong. Oh, I have 4 internet tops. Great. How many real-life tops? I'm talking about like going to a real-life Yu-Gi-Oh event, regionals and higher. Ideally a YCS. Get in your hotel room, okay? Not getting any sleep, or maybe get some sleep, depending on what you want. Eating, but not eating too much because your stomach gets sick. You're going to drop games because you be crapping. And then going down, sleeping up, sitting down, being around all players. Round starts. Everyone rushes to their phone. That phone crashes. Everyone rushes to a piece of paper. They look for their name. They go sit in tables. The guy talks for about an hour about what's going on. Hey, guys, blah, blah, blah. And then you hear those magic words. It's round 1, you may now begin. You look at your opponent, you shake your hands, you roll your dice, and you get your cards out there. And as you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, everyone around you's yelling because they want to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, you don't get that internet tournament. You're in your house, you're with your mouse, and you're clicking. No disrespect to internet tournaments. I understand that their deck list can provide a great a picture into what a meta is. But if people are going to be out there talking about how their internet tournaments tops, it means anything, you're 100% incorrect. It means nothing. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, I don't know about Planet Patrol. Orcus players! What are you doing? You guys are embarrassing yourselves. Like, if there was Orcus players back when Orcus was like the tier 1 deck and everything had Orcus in it, and then they looked at you now, they would be embarrassed. 1, of these prices, and 2, of the fact that you're not doing anything in the meta yet. You just got Gear Suit. That card's insane, Orcus players. Yeah, you got a couple of hits on the ban list. Don't even look at those. Don't look at that ban list, though. Look at that Gear Suit. What's going on? Are you doing anything? Because if you're not, why is this price so high still? I mean, look at Orchestrated Return coming out at Soul Fusion. Secret Rare with a $28 market price. The current value near mint is $28 to $30. What? What? How can you ask for such a price point for Orcus? Or how could you maintain cards and hold cards if you're an Orcus player at around $30 but not do anything? I mean, look at the Japanese players. They're playing Orcus all day long. Are they better at Orcus than you are? Well, you see, because of the ban list. No excuses. Get in there. Okay, it ain't like Thunder Dragons. We lost our core guy, and we're still trying to make Thunder Dragon deck profiles. You guys still have a lot of good cards to play. What's going on? Get in there. You got Gears, so that card's insane. Next, Black Closer Soldier Chaos. This belongs to anything. I just want to say that this card is $73, and it's currently roughly around $74, $75 for this card. This card's insanely expensive, no reprints in sight, and if you think this card's getting reprinted in Megaton, it's probably not going to happen. More than likely, after the Megatons, Konami will start doing reprints again, and then maybe we'll have a chance of having it done then. Until that point, realize for months, you're probably not going to have access to this card unless you pay its insanely high price point. And once again, it's a good card. It's one of the best rank 3s for ending a game. I mean, Nightmare Unicorn's great, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't end the game. You go into this guy, especially when you use a level 7 or higher monster, you end that game. It's a very insanely powerful card. Next, guys, Pot of Extravagance. We can talk about Ultra guys. We can talk about Guru Control players, but my camera battery died. I'm not even editing this out. Nope, this happens sometimes. Okay, I should have had this fixed, but I'm lazy. Hold on a second. Edit Marker Watch content. Marker Watch Sport. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. Guys don't like me talking bad about them. I'm sorry, guys, gang. What's going on, Pies? Oh, no, okay. Look at Pot of Extravagance. I think this is a phenomenal card. I think the decks that it obviously goes in it being Alta Guys and Guru Control. Those two decks. Well, first of all, let me just pause. Guru Control players have done almost nothing. Maybe a few tops here and there, but ultimately nothing compared to the current meta. Whereas Alta Guys is completely different. Because Alta Guys can abuse the fact that you can play hand traps and they can proc off those hand traps with the Alta Guys Multi-Faker, which provides a brand new dynamic to control, and which we desperately needed in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! You had mid-range, you had your combo, you only had Guru Control, and Guru Control couldn't hold it down. Despite it being still a phenomenal deck going first, its going second game is trash. Alta Guys is going first and going second game, if done correctly, can just go in Perm, Mygo, Draw, evenly match. Oh, by the way, here's a Multi-Faker. Let's play with those cards. And that's something that adds a new dynamic to the current game state of Yu-Gi-Oh! A dynamic in which a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players do not realize is going to be hitting them. If you are playing your deck, realize that Alta Guys is hoping to see you. Can you stop him? One Red Reaper doesn't do enough. I think we can agree on that. Do you have Lightning Storms? And when you go back to locals, are you going to be getting Lightning Storms? I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. And look at cards like Pot of Extravagance. If you are a current Alta Guys player, or you can play that once Pot of Extravagance. Side comment question of the day, since my battery got exhausted. What is your favorite Pot of Extravagance to get? My personal pick is going to be Collector's Rare. Though I will say, if someone goes, V, what about Pot of Desires? As far as Pot of Desires, hold on a second. So I think Collector's Rare for that one. As far as Pot of Desires, and maybe this might be me being just jaded because I think the Ultimate Rare is always best. Ultimate Rare Pot of Desires will still be Collector's Rare. I've just physically held Collector's Rare. It might be Ultimate. I don't know. But I think Ultimate Rare beats everything except Ghost Rare and Starlight Rare. I think that this is the defining factor. Collector's Rare is always, and it's still continuing to go down in value. I mean, look at Collector's Rare Pot of Desires. $188 market price, but it's $165. What does that tell you? The market's not stable on this card. I mean, the Pot of Extravagance is showing $219, but it was $250 the other day. A day ago. So looking at these cards, even though I'm really excited to see a new rarity come into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously Collector's Rare, which I'm a rarity whore, so I love that a lot. And I want Pot of Extravagance at 3, Collector's Rare. Why not? Secret Rare is not nice, but Collector's Rare is just better in that case. But if they come out with Ultimate Pot of Extravagance, you're boned out of this version. I think. I could be wrong. The ratios could totally change the way I think about this, but that's the current way I'm seeing this. Harpy's players just know they're not even on the pot, and they're okay with that. Look at a Harpy Perfumer with a $20 market price. It's around $19. It's like, I want to be Team Harpy. I want to be excited about Harpies. I want to be pumped Harpies. I really do like Harpies a lot. And it's nowhere near like my playstyle, but I just love the deck a lot. That's a weird thing about Harpies. Like, my playstyle is either full control or full mid-range. I'm a big full fan of mid-range or full control. I like them differently, though. I don't like, like a hybrid of them. That's why I never really played Salmon great. But looking at Harpies, it plays like a good mid-range game, and I really enjoy that, especially with Harpy's Featherstorm. The card's insane. But even though they're getting a Lost Art reprint of a card we have a ton of, which I wish they did something with Harpy Perfume Lost Art, it's alright. Like, it's not meta, and that's kind of upsetting, because I want this deck being Team 1.5 would be fun. You can also play amazing cards like Lightning Todori, which is an insanely fun card to play. Well, for you to play, not your opponent to see. But it's still a great card, and hopefully we see Harpies get more support. Yeah, I want Harpies to crap on the pot. Next, Kitchen Dragon Maid. Why are you so much money? Kitchen Dragon Maid coming out of Mystic Fighters with a $65 market price. It's roughly around $65 to $66. That guy has 2 sales, 0%. Ignore that guy, but hey, $66 for Kitchen Dragon Maid. You know what's my favorite part about Dragon Maids? How the fact that, like, they're almost like heroes in the fact that they go, oh, that card's Starlight Rare? That card's Secret Rare? You know. Dragon Maid's Bay, and everyone's like, oh, "Okay, Dragon Maid, you're $65." And then you go to the new kitchen, the new chamber Dragon Maid. She's $10, $10 for this chick. Dragon Maid 65. Hey, Nurse Dragon Maid is 34. It's like, man, Dragon Maid players. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Chamber Dragon Maid prices continue to go low. It's currently holding a $210 market price, 260. I want to build this deck as a joke, as a meme. I do have the playmat, and I kind of, my personal speaking, I want to build a deck to make it so we have one less Dragon Ball player around. The problem is I'm worried now because I want to build it, and the thing, it's like kind of like with prank kids. I'm not sure if you guys ever built a silly deck, but you ever had a deck that was so silly and you're like, I'm gonna build that because it's dumb. I'll build it, and then you build it and then you fall in love with it and you're like, oh my god, this deck is so fun. I'm taking this deck to regions. I should be taking a different deck, but I'm taking this deck. That's what I'm gonna be with prank kids. I'm kind of worried about happening that with Plunder Patrol and or maybe even Dragon Maids. I don't want to be Dragon Maid V, but it might be coming out of me. It's weird, and of course, you know your boy V's gonna get Chamber Dragon Maid Solid Rare, and that's $600 for this waifu card. Your boy V's gonna pay the highest tax in a waifu tax bracket. Unfair, Konami. Up next, guys, Evil Hero Just Gold coming out Legendary Duels of Mortal Destiny, $126 market price, and besides the Germans, the Deutsche. You got one listing over here for about $117. And then you see it back to roughly around 125, then 131. It's all over the place. And the thing about this for hero players, if you're a hero player, this is gonna stink. So earmuffs. But listen to me. I think that heroes players have done nothing this meta, and that's shameful. Your deck's expensive, and if you're a hardcore hero player, you're rocking max rarity heroes. I want to hear about those dubs you're getting. I want to hear about you winning events, even internet tournaments. Where's going on, hero players? Where is it? I don't see it. But I'll tell you right now, it hasn't stopped me from looking to buy heroes. I'm finishing up water, and I'm probably gonna be buying heroes max rarity. I love heroes a lot. That hero bug has now went in full blown hero virus inside of me, and that's what that is with hero players. I always got the fact that the hero bug of getting all the max rarity hero cards, it feels good because it's heroes. You gotta realize you're playing a deck that Kazuki Takahashi, the creative Yu-Gi-Oh, this is his favorite archetype. It's his favorite thing in heroes, and it's a weird kind of like, yeah, I'm with that kind of thing. Not only that, you're also joining in on multiple markets, being casual, collectors, and competitive markets. So you're hitting all three markets on the head every time something hero happens, and you're always sitting there going, let's go. You used to have that little whole thing with heroes that had their own little sub-language in which they go, you're a hero player? Yeah, you're a hero player, yeah. Strauss. But now Strauss is at 3, so now they gotta find something else to argue about, maybe malicious, I don't know. But nevertheless, heroes, what are you doing? Like, you should be getting dubs. Heroes have the easiest best going first board. But I also think, like, Mermos, their going second isn't as strong. Because they're going second against all these decks in the current meta. If you can't break those going second boards, you're giving free games away. And I think that's what's happening with heroes. But their going first board is still insane. And it's probably one of the best ones in the history of the game currently so far. Going first boards. That they have done it so long and so consistent. Also, we have Grand Maju players. Do we even talk to these kids? Should we talk to them? Should we even allow them to be in our presence of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players? Grand Maju, super rare currently, roughly right now, is roughly around $3 on the market price. The thing about Grand Maju and playing Magic the Gathering, I think it kind of killed my, the love I would have had for this deck. Because Magic the Gathering has all these goofy, silly, they're like goofy, little silly, what do you call them? Gimmick decks. And Grand Maju's gimmick is, I'm gonna bash a bunch of stuff, put one guy on board, and punch your face in. That's the gimmick of Grand Maju. Grand Maju players go, no V, we do a lot of magical things. Really? The deck is called Grand Maju. You literally have one card that says Grand Maju. There's no like Grand Maju archetype that's fully blown out and innovative. You just have this guy and a couple other Grand Maju cards you don't even play because those cards suck. Looking at this card, looking at it for real though, it's not bad. But realize, like every time your deck ever becomes tier 1, some silly guy, some local, is probably gonna be Nebraska, Kansas, is gonna sign in like 3 magic cylinders and light you up with your own card. And at that point, you're gonna be sitting there going, maybe I should stop playing gimmick decks. I don't know, but I think that even though Grand Maju, and I really do like Grand Maju, I really do, and I really want to be Team Grand Maju. The problem with it is, it needs other things in order to be what it is. You understand? Like Grand Maju used to play all the dangers to bring out Grand Maju. And I don't know, I don't like that. I want more Grand Maju. I would be so much excited more about this deck if they got more Grand Maju support. But looking at Grand Maju right now, you're doing nothing in the meta. Just absolutely zero. And I feel like you have a better version of the Utopia double combo built into a card. But the problem is, like, against the current meta, can you get it off? Can you get that one swing off? And is that swing that you're getting off going to be 8,000? Because if it's not, you gotta get double swings. And getting multiple swings with this card is very hard. Though you have cards like Knuckle Face and Eater of Millions, which are great cards, I don't know if you can do it. And so far, we haven't seen you do it. Any deck playing Chaos Dragon Levineer, any combo-based oriented deck that plays this card always says, "Hi, I lose to Nibiru. Ready to have game one?" Then I don't like that. I don't respect that. Until we get Cross-Out Designator, I think Chaos Dragon Levineer, even though it's a phenomenal card, $54 market price, it's currently dropping a little bit. It's about roughly around 52. It's hovering realistically. It's not bad, but not good. I'm talking to you, Crusadia players. I'm talking to you, the Dungeon Dragon players that do use this card. And I'm talking to any deck that wants to use Chaos Dragon Levineer, because this card's insane. This card's broken. But the problem with this card is, what are you going to do when your opponent shows you Nibiru? Put your head down, go shishi? Like, what's happening here? And I really want I really want to be excited about this card, because it's a great card. But until we get like something like Cross-Out Designator, I don't think this card will really fully show what it can do. Hopefully we get that card soon, though. Anyway, Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please comment down below if you play any of these decks, or maybe you have a deck and you want me to talk about crapping or getting off the pot. Let me know. We get enough decks. We get enough decks in the comment section down below that I'll make another video, and we'll talk about whether that deck is good enough to be meta or not, and why, and is that going to affect the price, and here's why, or here's maybe it won't. But I'll tell you right now, even though Chaos Dragon Levineer is currently $52 on the market, this card's not done rising. This card is nowhere near done. When it was at like 38, people were like, "Wow, hit 50, that's a big boost." It's like, no, it's not. This is friendly, cheap prices for this card, which should be banned. The reason it's not banned because it doesn't show any meta relevance, but don't get it wrong. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game of dragons versus spellcasters. It will get banned. There will be a time where everybody's sitting there looking at this card going, "Why is this card not banned, Konami?" The new thing they're complaining about. It's just gonna happen. It's just not happening now because it's not on nobody's radar. But keep an eye out for this card because it will inevitably be on everyone's radar. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos, come on. You Paisanos have a great day.